Hello, everybody. I'm Grace Chatting, and I'm a relationship coach, a psychotherapist, and I'm the author of my new book is Navigating Love and ADHD. So if you or your partner have ADHD, you already know that relationships can be complicated. All relationships can be complicated. By the way, I'm also a family mediator, so I have experience of working with couples to resolve disputes. But here's the truth: ADHD does not mean that you can't have a thriving, deeply connected, and fulfilling relationship. So today I want to talk about three things I want to talk about that you'll find in the book, just boiling it down to the three things that um, just clarifying the challenges that ADHD can bring to relationships, also the hidden strengths that ADHD brings, which is often overlooked in the literature and the dominant narratives out there and the dominant narratives of science as well. And also, I want to talk about the essential skills that couples, well, all couples need essential skills, but there are other above and beyond skills that ADHD couples need to master if they're going to have a happy and thriving relationships. So first of all, what are the challenges? So many couples with and without ADHD, but particularly with ADHD, there are communication breakdowns, um, you know, there's distraction, forgetfulness, impulsivity, and the non-ADHD partner, if one's not ADHD, they may feel ignored or unheard. There's the emotional intensity at times. ADHD can often, as not everybody, it's not a one size fits all, but many people with ADHD have what's known as RSD, rejection sensitivity dysphoria. And I've talked about that in a video before, where suddenly there is a big, fast, overwhelming rush of emotion that can come out in different ways. For me, it comes out in, I just want to cry, and I just cry, and I don't even know why I'm crying. So minor conflicts can escalate quickly, and there can be a lot of misunderstanding and misinterpretation of that. So therefore, you can have a parent-child dynamic develops where one partner feels like they're being the responsible grown-up one and that the other one's being a child. And so the other one can become the fun but forgetful or emotional one. And that can create resentment and an imbalance in the relationship. But a lot of it's down to interpretation and how it's perceived. Then there's the hyperfocus and then neglect cycle. So at first, ADHD partners can be very hyper-focused on the loved one, but when their attention shifts elsewhere to, whatever their passion is, the partner can feel abandoned. So also there's an impulsivity and a risk-taking element. So whether it's spending habits, sudden big decisions, or emotional outbursts, ADHD can bring some degree of unpredictability that can create tension. Um, what the main thing about ADHD is that it's fundamentally an executive function struggle, managing daily tasks like finances, the forgetfulness, very poor working memory. Um, it doesn't mean that you don't remember. It doesn't mean that you can't really remember stuff that you're hyper focused on, but working memory is very poor, and planning can be difficult because the hyperactivity is mainly inside the brain, not necessarily on the outside. And I think there's somebody quoted once about a New Zealand word for a person with ADHD, and it's one who can think of many things at the same time. And for sure, I can attest to that. I don't write one book, I've got 6 different books going on in my head. Um, but look, the good news is this. ADHD is not just a challenge, it also can also be a superpower. And I know that word's getting a bit cliched, but it's true, because our second point is there's a lot of hidden strengths in ADHD relationships, because although it brings challenges, it can also bring some fantastic strengths to relationships. And I'm in the book, I am highlighting how ADHD can enhance your love life. There's passion and enthusiasm. ADHD partners love fully and intensely, and they bring a degree of excitement and warmth to a relationship. There's spontaneity, there's fun, it's never boring. ADHD can thrive on the novelty and adventure, making relationships vibrant and dynamic, and it brings variety in. So there's also deep emotional connection, because ADHD partners often feel their emotions strongly, but when channeled right, this leads to a lot of affection. So there's creativity, and there's problem solving, there's resilience, there's adaptability. ADHD folks are masters of overcoming challenges and difficulties. And also there is unwavering loyalty. When an ADHD partner feels safe and understood, they are deeply committed and devoted. So how do we build on these strengths while navigating the challenges? So in my experience as a therapist and a relationship coach and a mediator, and now uh, specializing in particular on neurodivergence and ADHD in particular, I have zoned in on the skills that ADHD uh, couples must master. They don't just need love, love's not enough. They need a strategy, and built into the strategy is for the development of skills that every ADHD couple must develop. And actually, I would say about couples generally, there are a lot of marriages and relationships that break down because people never learned the relational skills that's needed to navigate love, but particularly with ADHD. So one of the big tip-top things must be for both parties to understand that ADHD is an actual condition. It isn't laziness. It isn't just being forgetful and just don't care. It is a neurodevelopmental difference. And the more both partners understand about ADHD, the more they can work with it. Louise Hay used to say, you know, she was the founder of Hay House Publishing, and she used to say, you can't clean the dirt if you can't see it. And actually, it's really, really important to get a grasp of what exactly is ADHD. I know historically it was something stigmatized, it was seen as a flaw and something wrong with you. It is simply a difference. So one of the a number of skills, there's a number of skills to develop, and one is intentional communication, conscious communication, scheduled check-ins, and reminders, and active listening. So you'll find all this in the book. Emotional regulation techniques. Um, another book that's in the pipeline that will be coming out is using EFT tapping to manage and regulate um, ADHD. And this is not, definitely not, about trying to get you to be neurotypical, because you'll never be neurotypical. You've already spent your life trying to be that, and you're not that, and you don't need to be that. You need to be your authentic self with ADHD. And you're a couple and you love each other. And this is about both of you writing your own love story. You can learn emotional regulation techniques, and you'll find that in the book. And it's about having conscious conversations and balancing responsibilities, playing to each other's strength, and not falling into a parent-child dynamic, and using external support, having ADHD coaching, which is very effective, and therapy where needed, because many people need therapy. If you've spent your life trying to fit into a neurotypical world with teachers who were neurotypical, who treated you as if there was something wrong with you and you were substandard and less than and stupid, that has a damaging effect, and there's all sorts of limiting beliefs that you form around that and about yourself, and that actually often responds very well to therapy. So therapy, coaching, and even medication can provide essential guidance, and it can be just for a period while you put other things, these strategies in place. So when ADHD couples master these strategies, they don't just survive, they absolutely thrive. So if this resonated with you, I've written an entire book. So see the link underneath the video and click the link where you can buy the book. It's available immediately. It's PDF download, and where I break down the ADHD relationship struggles and solutions, how to turn ADHD into a relationship superpower, and real life strategies to improve communication, intimacy, and connection. So if you're ready to transform your relationship, grab your copy today. Once again, click the link below. And before you go, if you find that this was useful or helpful, please like this video and subscribe to the channel and comment below if you can relate to it. Because, ADHD doesn't mean relationship failure. It means you get to write your own love story, as I say, the unique, dynamic, and beautifully your own love story. So thank you for listening. And once again, don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to hear more. Bye for now. Bye.